Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Video Game Choo-Choo podcast. My name is Scott. I'm here holding things down, of course, with our good buddies, Sol and Maverick. Thank you so much for joining me today on this very, let's say, impromptu podcast.
I don't know. It's pretty promptu, but there's a lot of impropriety happening on this promptu live cast.
Yeah, we had
It was pretty right on time. And speaking of right on time, before this podcast, I was listening to the one and only Right on Time by Satoru Yamashita. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Hey!
Are you a vinyls guy?
I have recently become a vinyls guy. I've recently become a monitor stand guy. I've become a TV mount stand guy. I'm almost going to become a fucking ergo keyboard guy. I need to
This guy's
put
an
down.
adult.
He's
an adult.
For rest. Euthanize me.
No.
No, you're an adult now. You cannot be youthed. You cannot go back to youth
you can't
by
go back.
Euthanize me. Put me in the dirt. God, I turned 21, or not 21. Jesus, I turned 25.
You're 21. Wow,
Yeah, I've been 21 for 5 years now. Yeah, you know, I got that.
God, yeah. 27 hit you like a truck. You need an ergonomic keyboard. You need your vinyls are playing.
It's your quarter. It is your quarter life crisis.
It is. It's bad. No, listen. Partially, as I'll get into it whenever I'm talking about what I was into this week, but it's like you start to feel it in the wrists, and you're just like, I need these for another 60 years.
Yeah, and I'm with you.
I gotta figure out how to make these shits last.
How do I get this going?
Ow. These are not the way they used to be. That's why it sucks having a PC now that's good to do like all the good PC games and having wrists that are not. So I have to play everything on controller. It's a real something.
We're not in the Deus Ex getting enhancements for like your hands yet.
Oh God, I would love that. I would give me like full index Vive controllers for everything. I don't even want to wear the VR helmet. I just want to put them up like this and just mess around.
I'm working from home, but I'm operating the synth body that's working at work.
I'm working from here. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I like the zones that we've got going on.
Yeah, where is Kurt? Oh, Kurt. Kurt is here.
Good question.
He's hiding behind Solon just a tiny bit.
There he is.
Aw, you found him.
Sorry for the audio folks. I put Kurt on the screen so that this live streamed version of this podcast is good to go.
Ah, awesome. We've got him. Thank you.
Watching over us.
This is of course the Video Game Choo-Choo podcast, the podcast about video game choo-choo and video games for the most part. Since we've been playing video games, we should talk about playing video games. Maverick, I know me and you have both been in that Elden Ring. I know you've talked a good bunch about it. What's your Elden update?
My Elden update is that I actually gave myself a week to not have an Elden update because I have been on it for a while now. I have like 90 some hours, and it is going like. The thing that they always say, that the folks love to say is, oh, in Elden Ring, you can just go to another part. Motherfucker, I am at multiple different stopgaps right now.
Yeah, and that's very true of like the early game, but once you get to once you have pretty much every area unlocked, it's like, well, I guess I gotta explore these, and it's like, I can't just go somewhere else.
My options are, okay, I can continue with the critical path, which now that I'm like really getting in there, it's like, oh, you've got a specific set of bosses to face before you can choose your ending. That's going to be kind of tough. You know, here are some quests that you can do. Those might be kind of hard too. If I want to fuck around a little bit, yeah, sure, I can go to the boss what instantly hits you with Scarlet Rot and regens their health when you face them and they hit you. Because I can do that if I wanted to. I could.
She's
got a good sword.
She is kind of the hardest boss, is the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I've beaten Elden Ring at this point. I've done it all. There's like a bunch of catacombs and stuff I apparently never did. So I'm like, I am doing a little bit of cleanup on that, but I've also started a second and third character.
Right.
And I'm actually really annoyed because they put out this patch recently which added a bunch of really good quality of life updates. And they added like a bunch of new quests and stuff. And then it also broke a bunch of existing quests. And that's really, really annoying because like the first time playing Elden Ring, I was actually really, really impressed by how well it was handling the quests. Because a lot of these Souls games love to just like break quests and then not tell you, oh, that's a great idea, Soul, and I should go ahead and just let me go ahead and hit the play button. Hit the
we
full
got a
screen
video.
button.
There you go. Your
go.
video
There
and
we
audio
go. Look at that.
podcasting in full unison, my friend.
Where this is if you don't know what it is, it's Elden Ring. Anyways, what was I saying? I was saying something important.
That right now with the new update,
yes.
Some quests are getting busted.
Yeah, like so I was really, really impressed by the way Elden Ring was handling a bunch of his quests. Like they seemed really, really easy to get into, and like they didn't have the problem that a lot of old Souls games had, which was like, oh, we're just gonna like inexplicably like drop this quest for no reason, and you're not really gonna know why that happened. It's just like you did one random thing that accidentally set it off in a way that like, you know, is irreversible, and we're not gonna explain why. And I like that stuff in earlier Souls games because it encourages you to do like multiple playthroughs and try and like figure out what exactly you did wrong and how to like, you know, and how to like fix that progression later. In this game, it feels genuinely busted. Like it feels like they broke it, and it annoys me. Like, there's did you meet the guy who just hangs out at Morn Castle?
The dude that's like, I'm the general, and like,
yeah, he's very sad.
Yep, I met him.
Yeah, when I went to Morn Castle on my newest character, which has not gone super far. Like I've explored some Caelid and I've gone to a bit of Liurna. I went to Morn Castle and he just wasn't there. Like he just never showed up. His daughter that like introduces you to the quest was there, and then when I went to go back to see what was up with her, she was just dead. So,
yeah. Yep.
And he just wasn't there, and I don't know what happened. And like I've seen a bunch of people say, "Hey, I don't know why this happened. I think it was because of the latest patch." And that's just super like frustrating. Because one of the big reasons I wanted to replay Elden Ring was I fucked up a bunch of quests in my first playthrough. I want to go and see if I can fix this shit. And then it's just this is broken.
Wait, you didn't just say sorry to like the Turtle Church?
Sorry to the Turtle Church? What are you talking about? I know you're the Turtle Pope you're talking about.
Yeah, but like that the altar you can go to.
Oh no. It had nothing to do with absolution.
Okay.
It's like it's just this quest isn't showing up for some reason.
All right.
And there's no real explanation. I don't know. But like, you know, playing through the end of the game at least is very fun. Like, well, it was good on my playthrough where things were less busted, and I got to meet the good, really cool buddy named Jarbairn. Have you met Jarbairn?
I don't think I've met Jarbairn yet. Have
you been to Jarburg?
I have not been to Jarburg.
You're missing out. Jarburg's great.
I gotta go find Jarburg.
It's a little weird because pre-patch it was like just kind of a weird little Easter egg. Like I don't really want to explain Jarburg that much because it feels like just kind of a big spoiler to say what it is, but you could probably guess.
Yeah.
But like it's real. It's hiding. You have to find it. And when you do, it's just like the coolest shit. And then with this latest update, it became like the hub of a pretty big important. Well, not like a super important quest, but it's tied to our good buddy Iron Fist Alexander, who is the best. I love Alexander.
Homies, definitely invited to Homie House.
Solon, let me just.
I'm like listening along, and I'm like, this is like further and further spiraling. Like when Elden Ring Discourse first started, I'm like, oh, this sounds awesome. This sounds great. And now it's starting to get out to the fringes, the outer wilds of like Elden Ringdom, and I'm like, all right, you all sound British now.
So
I have no idea what you're saying or how you're pronouncing the things you're pronouncing. I know they're in English, but it's not parsing.
let me just
when I spell out this name, how do you think it's pronounced?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
Blaidd.
Oh yeah, Blade.
Nope.
Okay.
Where do you think that name would come from? Of the various isles of the United Kingdom and surrounding area, where do you think that name comes? Because I don't want one of you motherfuckers grill and be like, "Oh, that's Alberta." Shut up, fish and shit, motherfucker. Anyway,
Is it Gaelic? Is it
not Gaelic?
North English? It's not Welsh. It doesn't have enough vowels. What is where?
Well, you said it wasn't there, so I mean, I guess it just doesn't exist.
It's
there.
Welsh. Oh, hey, I don't know then.
Welsh.
Okay.
Knowing that,
okay.
how do you think that this would be pronounced?
Blood.
Nope.
Damn.
Blythe.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's they say it's Blide multiple times in the game.
What? God.
It's such a funky little pronunciation.
We love it. It's great. We love this game.
We love what if Guts was a werewolf?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. He's
Guts like the Nickelodeon old television.
No.
The Black Swordsman of the Band of the Iron Hawk, or a Band of the Hawk, Berserk.
Oh, right. Okay. The Berserk man.
Yeah. He's very much he is the furry character that people absolutely are attracted to in this game. He's just he's a very big, very tall half wolf who is so nice. Like he's such a good boy. Like you meet him and he's like, "Oh man, you're cool. I want to be your friend." And then you do a bunch of battles like alongside him. He's so cool.
That's all I want in the game.
And everyone is just like, this guy is so hot. And he's also a half wolf.
And he's nice.
And he's nice is the thing.
Yep.
I want to circle back real quick. Solon.
Yeah.
What do you think Iron Fist Alexander is?
A big automaton of some kind.
Well, you're not completely wrong.
A large castle, I guess, or something.
No,
but I'm used to Final Fantasy where Alexanders are always a big ass castle.
You want to scale it back, not too well. You want to scale it back object wise, but size wise, not too much.
So it is either way. It's an architecturally sound lad.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
In fact, his being architecturally sound is a big part of his quest line. But yeah, he is a extremely big pot.
What?
He is a large pot. He calls himself a warrior pot because that's what he is. He's a huge pot man who is a warrior.
That rocks.
And he's great. He's also a homie, just like Blide. You meet him and he's like, "Ho, you are my friend now." He's great. This game is just full of homies.
There's so many in D&D. There's so many like magic pots over the decades of this of fantasy games that spiral out from there, in Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest and FromSoft and Wizardry. They all have magic pots type people, and so it's so cool to see a magic pot adventurer. That rocks.
He's great. This game is homie central. It's also the FromSoft game that probably has the most wives in it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do a old SNL bit. This game has everything: multiple homies, wives with varying amounts of object permanence and visual impairments, a ability to get very sick and die, a guy that eats his own shit.
There is of course the much hated dung eater,
the loathsome
dung eater. Who is introduced as such in the very beginning opening like scroll of the game as the loathsome dung eater. So you know for a fact everyone hates this guy.
About this dung eater, are they really that loathsome? Like, is there something in there that's like, this guy sucks.
He's a fucker. I hate him.
This guy fucking sucks. I hate dung eater. Fuck that guy.
Perfect. Okay, good. Good. Glad to confirm that.
Yeah, no,
He's like, you're lucky that we're in home base, or I would kick you in the nuts so bad
Yeah.
right now.
They're like, much like every other character in the game, there is like a quest line to sort of help him or whatever. And the first thing he does after like instructing you what to do is go, by the way, I'm going to curse you and kill you, you idiot.
Oh,
He's
not good at making friends.
He's such a bastard, and he's so funny because he's extremely eloquent too. Like, he's a dude whose name is Dung Eater, whose armor looks visually like a huge piece of shit, like very intentionally. And he's just like, by the way, I'm the Dung Eater, and I am I really do not like the Golden Order. I'm going to curse them for all eternity. And it's like, man, Dung Eater, you really are just a whole bastard, aren't you?
Really is.
We really hate that guy over here. By the way, I did use his soul to get poop ending.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
So yeah, there are multiple endings. There are like 3 that are like actual endings, like the main one, and then like 2 other like side endings, and then there are variations on the main ending where you can use a character's soul in order to sort of change the way that ending happens. Do you remember how like people complained about Mass Effect 3's endings essentially just being different colors?
Yep.
That's what happens here if you do that.
Literally go check out the endings in like the Dark Souls wiki, and I did this because I'm like, I know the ending that I'm gonna get. I'm wifed up, so
oh yeah,
you
got the ending the most people got, actually.
Yeah, because hey, listen, most people have good taste.
Exactly, it's the best one. Like let's be real. I also like rolled back my save and got that ending too.
But no, you can just go check them out because it's just like, yeah, literally, aside from the 2 that are like, oh, here are 2 very different results based on the things that you're able to do. One, the one that we talk about that I think is definitely the quest people go, wow, that was cool. The one that'll get you to parts of the map that are like, holy shit, I didn't expect this to be in this game. I sure as hell was taken aback when I'm like, I have to go here? I didn't know that this was part of the map. There's more to this map.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does the really good thing. Like our friend and former site member of the site, Janie, described it as like the perfect like D&D the game, and it does that sort of thing like a good D&D campaign does. Okay, I'm watching this. Hold on, I'm looking at what's happening in the speed run here, and something is really weird. I don't think that's supposed to be happening.
We've been putting footage of the speed run of Elden Ring on there, and they're just running without the ground underneath them. They've just riding the horse across the vast nothingness.
That's pretty good.
Rocks.
But yeah, so it does the thing like a good D&D campaign will do, where it's like you are in a place that is cool and weird, and you're like finding new secrets. And then you get to the end of that place, and then there's more place. And it's not the same kind of place. It's just this very Eldritch kind of you digging deeper and deeper and finding these like weird hidden secrets. It's so cool the way that manifests in this game. Like you go to an area and you're like, wow, this is a cool area. And then you explore all of it entirely, and you get to the boss, and you get past the boss. And then there's just more, and it keeps going, and it's really insane. They really managed to nail... Like, the thing I really, really like about this game is the exploration of it really manages to nail the idea of discovery that most open world games is like sort of wish they could do. Like it's the promise, the initial promise of an open world game, right? Is like you have this really huge open space, you can go anywhere, you can find anything, but most of them become really, really formulaic. And there's definitely like formulaic stuff to this game as well. Like I'm not gonna say there isn't, but what this game does that like most open world games don't is like when you find something, it feels like a real discovery. It feels so fresh. it is so like cool and interesting, and you are just like, the more you search and the more you find things, the more surprised you get. Uh, I genuinely think it's like one of the coolest open world games that's ever been made.
I've been having that at a much smaller scale, but just as palpable with Tunic.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's been playing a lot off that same formula of uh, Elden Ring and the Bloodborne Souls games. But the draw of Tunic is that it's, cuter, it's smaller, it's got this isometric view that's really fun. But Tunic is not playing off of the big, like, you will fight a big boss, you will get a bunch of points, you will level up so fast. They don't really care too much if you fight bosses, as much as what they care about is discovering the world and the mechanics, the things that you can do within the world. And it's been an incredible ride. If you don't mind me, pivoting towards Tunic more.
I've already put Tunic footage up.
Bless your heart. This game doesn't tell you much of anything. There's very few like prompts on how to do things. Instead, what they give you is they give you a button that you can press that's the instruction manual that has nothing on it until you actually collect in-game pages of the instruction manual.
That's really cool.
And the instruction manual looks like an old PlayStation like manual. And I don't know if you've ever played like Final Fantasy VII's got a really good instruction manual, the physical version.
Yeah. Oh no. I still have that. Like, I'll go grab it if you want me to.
No, that you should. Then that not only do they have like instructions on how to play the game, descriptions of the characters, but it also has a walkthrough of the first section. Like, here's what you want to do to get this objective met. They give you pages of all of that at like in the first couple of zones, and it's all written in Tunic language. It's not written in English, so you have to translate basically by context clues what anything means and what it's supposed to be like trying to tell you. And so you can investigate with like a fine-tooth comb this extraordinarily, it's gorgeous looking, this beautiful in-game instruction manual that has like a texture to it, so it looks like it's comic printed, and everything that you need to know about the game at any point you are at is in there. And so every time I'm in a situation where I'm like, I don't know where to go next or what to do next, I just start like flipping through the pages of the instruction manual and go, oh, here's a screen that now applies to what I know and what I've learned so far in this game that I didn't know applied to this section. All right, I'm going to go there. That's what I'm going to do next. And you go there and you realize I've had the ability to do this all along. I just didn't know that if I hold the A button, I can sprint. That's one of the biggest realizations 2 hours in. I see like two different images inside the instruction manual that basically tell you, hey, if you hold the A button, you can sprint. But the one that got me was like page 36, and it said, are you running out of stamina? Hold the A button. You'll sprint. And they just like put it in like plain English. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, there you go. That's nice. I'm reading this manual. It says,
yep.
It says that Cloud is 21 years old. He's 5'7", so he's a short king. And his blood type is AB.
That's how you know.
Eris Gainsborough's birthplace is unknown. Her weapon is rod. Her blood type is O. What was up with like? So I know why Resident Evil games had the blood type in their manuals, because it's like blood is kind of important in those games because it's a zombie curse. So they're like, we put the blood type in there to be edgy. Why is it? Why is Red 13's blood type unknown?
Well, it's unknown if Red 13 has blood. It's a personality thing.
Yeah, in Japan, blood type is associated as a personality trait. So, if you're making a whole, like, interstitial, it's like, hey, here's what people don't like, you will still include blood type in there. And what are you going to do? Not, like, translate it over in the US manual? That's a whole backspace you have to do. Just redo it. Why not?
It's
But yeah, no,
kind of like it is
Mhm.
almost one-to-one like star signs in a lot of
Yeah.
games. Like Danganronpa does it a lot too. And the only thing, if it was one-to-one, that would mean Red 13's star sign would be unknown, which also sounds very cosmic and cool.
Yeah.
I just want to
Not
show.
born under these
I just
stars.
want to show the Sephiroth entry where he is. Oh, it's
That's
keying out.
Sephiroth.
That's great. It's like everyone else has like a 3D image, but he has just like a Shinra file because he's so
Yeah.
weird. Like you don't know who he is. It's
Oh,
so
that's good.
strange. He's
That's really
6'1".
good.
He's a tall king. That's good. His
He's
age
gonna
is
bop you with a
unknown.
materia.
Age unknown. Birth date unknown. Birthplace unknown. Blood type unknown. Even amongst the elite troopers of soldiers, Sephiroth is known to be the best. His past is locked away in a confidential file held by Shinra Incorporated. His giant sword, which only he can handle, has extremely destructive power. Said to have disappeared in a battle years ago, his current whereabouts are unknown.
God. And so while I'm seeing some of the gameplay here, I'd seen a bit
For
of this
Tunic,
game
yeah.
prior too, and not like it's very interesting the way that the language plays a factor. I think some people have ascribed it similarly to Fez, where there might have been
I would say
asymmetry
so.
there, and apparently Fez just used a cipher for its
Yes.
language or attunement. I haven't, or I was seeing a bit of a waypoint stream where they were going through Tunic, and the developer was there. When like asked about it, the developer was just like, "Oh, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean." And so it might be a case that this is just like a fully scripted out language that the developer, who like it was one person working on this game until like fairly recently, if I am remembering
Yes.
correctly.
Yeah, Dicey is very awesome. And it is just them and people that they've managed to like, there's a lot of folks that they got grabbed on contract to be like, hey, I need help with this, piece. Can you grab me with this? So basically them alone doing this for the last 7 years. And
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of getting to meet Andrew at a couple of different conferences here and there. And every time I just was always like, don't feel like you need to be rushed to put this out. It's gorgeous. It's evergreen. It's going to be gorgeous forever. And the language is so Fez's language is very easy to read.
Mhm.
I decoded that day one, just like it's just a simple cipher. So once you see the letter E a bunch of times, you're like, all right, that's E. By the end of my Fez playthrough, I could actually pretty cleanly read the little glyphs that they had for this. No, what they're doing here is mean, and it's not right, and it's so smart. Every one of the letters, the like individual glyphs, as they're like tied together in words, they're all phonemes, and so it's really hard to
Fuck.
read because there's a lot more phonemes than there are letters, but it's all English. And so
Yeah, I've heard like this game would probably be like impossible to play if you're not like an English speaker, or at least like the language stuff would be impossible to figure out.
yeah, I'm not sure. I think there was some things put together for that, but um most of the actual like instructions are all pictorial. So there'll be a picture of our little fox friend running with their sword out, and then it'll have like the A button input next to it. It's
We, lo-
almost all like pictorial like that.
we love the A button over here at Video Game Choo Choo.
Mm-hmm. And so just like, hey, hit L to target lock on, and it'll show you a big old target lock on, almost just like Zelda. Like Zelda 64's manual has stuff like that in it. But yeah, no, it's all about discoverability, and I'm about 7-8 hours into it and having a really great time because all of its love language, where it's like mechanically, I'm going to give you this because you're going to enjoy it. Its love language is just you running your character against all of the sides of a wall, trying to see if you can find a secret wall,
So it's very
and then
much like
finding out
Elden
that
Ring, actually.
yeah, and then finding out that all those secret walls are not that secret because there's like something visual on the ground that shows you like, hey, there's a wall back here if you just look, and B, if you look on the maps, if you would scour the maps pixel by pixel by zooming in, which is totally easy to do, you can see they're all clearly labeled on the maps too. The only part that's a secret is that the way you come into the room doesn't immediately show you, hey, there's a wall here. And then you find out by going around all the rooms, it like brings you back to like the first room, and you go, oh, I could have just went this way through everything.
Right.
Lots of little moments like that where you find out just like almost all the paths are very interconnected, more so than just you open a gate that takes you back to the beginning and you go, oh, that rocks. There's a bunch of those. But then there's also like, hey, if you went through the bushes over here, you can just from the start of the game go like to the midway points of the game if you just walk through here and you have a good time.
Right.
Yeah, it rocks. It rocks. I can't wait to see like speed runs of it just because it's gonna be so fast.
Did you hear, by the way, about the secret wall in Elden Ring?
Which no, not a specific secret wall.
So there are a ton of illusory walls. It's a very common Dark Souls thing. They've done it for years. There is one. There's actually a couple in Volcano Manor where it doesn't break if you hit it once, but if you hit it something like 50 times, it will. And it's not like a wall that leads to anything like particularly like mind-blowing or like secret or anything. It's just like it leads back to a place you've been before.
That rocks.
So it's like it was definitely like it definitely used to be an illusory wall at some point, and then they're like, okay, we gotta like just scrap this and like just turn it into a normal wall. And I guess the way that they figured they figured they could like fix that is make it so the wall takes like 50 hits to break instead of one.
What? Okay. Yep.
It's great. This game is great. Love Elden Ring.
No, nothing. This game tries really hard to not be obtuse, and in doing so, sometimes it still doesn't quite reach there. But Tunic definitely is like, it wants you to play it so badly, as opposed to like putting up walls and stuff that stop you on it often to like, you got to start and stop. In Elden Ring and the Souls games have such a good flow to them where it's like, all right, here you're going to be stuck, and then you're going to go for a long time, and then we're going to get you stuck again, and then you're going to go for a long time. It's a really nice like push and pull. Tunic wants to be a lot more smooth, which isn't like better or worse. It's just, a different way of moving you along. Making the only times where you're actually stopped is when you're like straight up lost, when you're just like,
right,
all right, I have no specific goal right this second, so I'm going to go find one, and I'm going to go make one. And that's the like kind of more natural stopping points that Tunic has in its language. But yeah, no, I've had a great time with it. Oh, the visually and sound wise, absolutely gorgeous. And probably what's most like Fez is that the sound, the music, and the ways that like there's just tons of like ambient polyrhythms like playing up wherever you're at in the game is very similar to Fez, which also has just a gorgeous sonic soundscape that they put throughout the game. It's kind of nice to have that where it's like Fez is a game that's a little it's been beaten down over the years in lots of different ways.
Yeah,
and so
it might
it's
be a
hard
little
to
difficult
go back
to back. It might, yeah, it might be a little difficult to go back to for multiple reasons.
Yeah, and it's also another game that was made by just one or two people over a very long time, and somehow in some weird way, Tunic feels like the next version of that, but like they took all the lessons from Fez and just made those work for it. So just, hey, understanding and feeling like as a single developer that it's okay to take a long time on your game. B, running press junkets over the course of those 8 years without getting bogged down by like people constantly screaming at you on message boards like, put your game out right now.
Right.
Like the game space is more mature now than it was back then. There's just like a lot of like little things that Tunic doesn't get bogged down by that, without Fez as a very good lesson for a lot of those things, it possibly could have. And so, yeah, it's just all nice. Like from everything that I've seen so far, it's all nice. And those boss fights have been pretty cool too.
Nice.
I've had like 3 over 10 hours, and it's like, yeah, those were nice. Those were fine. I got to use all the mechanics and MacGuffins they'd given me up to that point, and they all worked and synchronously really nicely.
Awesome. Mav,
Yo.
what is going on with Power Wash Sim? I don't think we've really covered it much on this website.
No, not really. And so I, like I said before, took a break from Elden Ring for a bit. I think, I have played what I have wanted to in terms of just immediately streamlining it. If I want to get back to it at some point, I'll get back to it. But now I'm like, I gotta start getting my docket in for other games. I want to start to move into other stuff. What's the easiest thing that I can do right now, just for the sake of, having my mind on something else that I can immediately click to? And I saw Power Wash Simulator was on sale. It is an early access game over on Steam, built up on Unity, and it is a simulator game,
Right.
of a various variety of them. And I think, like, for the longest time, I always wanted some kind of simulator game that I could just always go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I didn't have to put a lot of effort to just try out. And like, if I was just the best way that I could explain it, sometimes I want a video game that is a video game, and then sometimes I want a video game that is much more of a toy. Something that I can just mess around with, work around with, just take my hours with, and go about my time. The best way that I could explain, like, my last real endeavor with that was the snowball level in We Heart Katamari, where that was one I would just always load up, knowing like, I'm gonna get to this goal eventually, but for right now, I just want to get the ball rolling. I just want to do the task and do it unprompted.
Been there,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, and Power Wash Simulator is definitely a game you can just you can very easily just hop back into, and it's not necessarily like a huge ordeal. It's an extremely relaxing kind of game.
Yes.
Unlike in real life, where if you don't get to your power washing, it will get worse and the job will get harder.
Yes.
Yep. But no, it's like such a very simple to pick up game. The game that I could think of similar to this that I tried out as well would be something like House Flipper, where it's just like,
Yep.
be right into the nitty gritty of it, tackle just being in this space, taking care of like the assignment that the given house wants you to take care of, and then go ahead and finish it. That one started to get a bit too cumbersome at points because it's like, oh, I gotta do, like, some tasks weren't as engaging as others. Like tiling has its own whole thing versus like, oh, let me just pick up all this trash, let me just clean all the windows here. A Power Wash Sim being just like, hey, take the water, hit it at the thing until it's clean, makes it so much more easier. It is such an easy to identify situation, and you can see it on the screen as well from the gameplay that when you hit tab on your computer, you can actually get just like a little indicator of like, here's the amount of dirt that's left in any given vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
On the top left, not only do you get a percentage of the entire objective cleaned, but then you also get individual notices of like, oh, hey, if you're cleaning this wall, here's the amount left, or like, here's the amount of dirt left that you need to like take down. Here's the amount of dirt left from
to interrupt real quick. Like, I think the like beauty of it too is that it's generous. Like, it doesn't make you pixel hunt. Like, there's some of that, like, when it's absolutely necessary. Like, if you just completely missed a corner of something, and it's like, it feels good to find like, oh, there's some gunk still left under this thing, I'm gonna blast it. But it's also very generous. Like, once you get like 99% of the gunk off of a thing, it just wipes the rest of it off for you, and it's like, all right, you're done with this section. And it's like, it understands like the inherent fun of picking up like a big industrial piece of equipment and just using it, while also like, letting you like not like penalizing you too much for not using it right.
Exactly. It's like, again, that bar is the amount that you actually need to take care of, and you'll see it like, oh, maybe I'll go over there. No, dude, don't worry. You took the amount that we wanted you to take care of. This section is good. Go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have a whole variety of things to clean too. You start off by cleaning the fucking van that you picked up for your whole thing.
Uh-oh. Mav cut out for us.
Yeah, our stream is now extremely weird looking.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
We're everywhere.
Hello. We here at Video Game Choo Choo New York branch like to notice that our internet is not the strongest.
You wanna hit me with a camera? There you go.
Sick.
I got
Easy fix.
I got the camera. But
Maverick, I wanted to ask, have you ever done any power washing?
no, not myself. I mean, my dad
That's
is a
okay.
landscaper, so definitely have
Mhm.
experience with occasionally getting to use a leaf blower. Every now and again, he would want to get me on like the sit down mower. Like
Yeah.
but
Same
no, I mean,
idea. Same idea.
Yeah.
I've done power washing and I've done sit down mowing lawns, and exact same feel. It's such a good feeling. Only
Yeah.
thing is the blisters are awful because everything is wet and you're constantly like gripping and squeezing a machine that is going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Wear gloves. Absolutely wear gloves. Wear gloves when you mow lawns too. Just
Yeah. Like that's the
Go-
thing.
you don't
is-
get that from this game.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
go-
A little piece of boys chat for us, but power tools are fucking cool. But also, you need to use them responsibly.
Good thing
Yeah.
though, you can just get a nice pair of work gloves. They sell them almost everywhere, and they just help reduce blisters. Always
Mhm.
solid to have a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Even moving stuff, if you got to move heavy stuff, also helps to have a pair of work gloves.
Isn't there a ladder in this game? Because this guy is doing
There
a
is.
lot of jumping, and he's just not using the
I mean-
ladder.
Understandably so. Your guy has big ups.
Okay.
No, like you can clear your van.
That's pretty good.
And if you have the right, so not only do you have like the standard like power washer itself, you can upgrade that for more like intensity, velocity, just like helps to actually make the tool quicker,
Mhm.
especially as you start to get bigger and bigger projects to take care of. That way it just like it's a good leveling of just like, all right, if we're gonna have you do some really ridiculous things, here at least the tools to still give you the same level of right amount of just like not tediousness, but just if you want to clear out this section, we give you everything so you can still take care of it as if you were just blasting out the side of like a shed. And then you have various nozzles here. The person over here actually has the nozzle that with long reach with a attachment specifically for soap. Soap you can just buy from like the shop, and that just helps to clear specific substances. Here they're using the multi-purpose soap. So literally just spraying without remorse on every single
Just blasting everything.
Which
in sight, yeah.
frankly, that's how you want to do it. Like I've seen gameplay of it, and it's like I've seen like there's a bunch of different pressure for all the different nozzles, and that seems exciting. But the gameplay we're seeing for the most part just seems like one spray and pray, all like multi-tool. We got it all going. Like I respect the optimization, but I would love for them to switch it up a bit more.
Soaping it down. But yeah, no, it's like you have various nozzles, very pressurized, just like single spot, and then a variety of fans, orange, green, and white, if I remember correctly. White being whitest spray, least power. Orange being most power of those three, but then shorter range. So, you just like get a feel for it. There's one to toggle the actual direction of the water too. If you want it horizontal or vertical, you can get, like I said, as well, various attachments. Like there's one little spray that just like is still singular focus, but it like wiggles so that it's using the force of the power washer to like actually kind of get the water going like a circular pattern.
That's pretty good.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like good if you're just like dealing with some weird like geometry, but no, it just God like this was the game that I wanted for so long in terms of just I need something to do because I can sit here and like listen to whatever it is I'm going to listen to on YouTube, but I want something else to do while I'm just like
Yeah.
trying to zone out for an hour or two.
Yeah, I'm starting to really feel
Okay.
like I need a game like that again because like Elden Ring was gonna be my thing for a while, and like it totally fine to play it like that, but just like the fact that the quests are messed up makes me just not want to touch it on any of my new
Oh
characters
yeah.
for a really long time.
For sure. And it's like this week that's coming up, I definitely want to try and, get back into the various JRPGs that I have, the various adventure games that I have, just taking care of the stuff that I know is much more narrative focused, intensive, just things that I do like that I want to get back into after a fucking month of playing
Hmm.
like the last time I'd been this hard in the paint was when I was playing Hades,
Yeah.
because
Yep.
that was definitely like, oh no, like I'm logging in each day to do multiple hours of a run or exploration or just focusing it out versus the multiple hours I'll spend of a JRPG where it's at least, I'm figuring out the flow. This is such a good just like palate cleanser, not of like oh, I got to switch my mindset from one thing to another, but just like I still want to say that I'm playing a game, but I just want to not think too hard about it.
Hmm.
I there's something about Power Wash Simulator that I feel is like just a little bit unhinged. Just a little
Yeah, like
like
there's a
you are
very
spending your
cartoony
time
aspect to it.
You get
like, all
text
right, I'm just gonna wash
messages
a
now and
wall.
again. Like the little British town that you reside and do your services with is like kind of weird.
Okay. I I don't know why, but let me pitch you this idea, this game. Um, what? Because when I see this, I see like something like Cruelty Squad esque about this,
No, like
Yeah, no,
where
this
I
this
where
this is all about like completely dehumanizing yourself and facing to
well,
dirt.
I'm just saying, like, what if there was a game? What if Cruelty Squad had a B side to it where you played as this guy after the mission that just happened,
What you're
and you have
talking
to
about
clean up
is
after yourself?
Viscera cleanup detail.
Yeah.
I am, but that's a specifically like really kind of mean game. I
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just and Cruelty Squad has a lot of the like blood and guts and stuff of the same idea, but like it's in specific spots. So you're going to
Yeah.
make a mess in like one big room or one large like mall space. And like, what if someone else just followed up after you with a power washer? Just like, oh, I'll clean this area up.
I was
Oh,
gonna
they left
say
their
like
organs behind. I can sell these.
You sure can.
yeah. I thought you were going to be talking about the way that sometimes these simulator games have a very specific like sense of horror to them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Like eh, honestly, Power Wash Sim it does the best to not do that.
Yeah,
Good. Okay.
it feels so incredibly normcore, which is what I like about it. Like it
Yes.
feels to me like a game a dad would play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it is an open spaces. You have ambience built in where it's just like, you look over there, oh, there's at least enough cars to show that there's something going on. There's the baseball field. You're doing this on a Sunday morning where no one's fucking around, I guess, or whatever. Like
Hmm.
enough built in so that you think, I'm at least somewhere. Versus again, a game like House Flipper where it's like sometimes I would go through some of these and it's like I'm coming in here at night. There's no one in the house. It's rancid. It's trashed. I know that's not this kind of game, but I half expect like a PT scenario
Yeah.
just from the
Right.
vibes alone. And God forbid that you find a mirror in like any of those games,
You have
and
to
you
spray the
see
entire mirror down and then you look and it's like a
a
weird
disembodied set of hands and legs.
it's a weird
Just
little guy.
yeah. So
My last question for Power Wash Simulator. I see streamers playing this all the time, like all the time, and every time I do,
It's because
it
there's
always kind of
streams of liquid.
it's because the streams of liquid.
Yeah,
I always get this vibe that they're like it's some kind of like games version of calling for help. Like I have to stream, but I don't want to think because I'm fucking exhausted.
I think there's way worse than that. Like, do you
Oh, of
remember when
course.
streamers were just like watching TV?
Yeah, they still are. I get that. That's like whenever I see Power Wash Simulator, I see people like watching TV. I'm like, yeah, good idea, good fucking idea. Take a break. Anyway, have any
No, I
calls for
mean,
help? Any need some
like,
break
I know
time?
what you're talking about, and I at least see plenty of VTubers do it. I think it's one of those games that you can put on where it works in that scenario where you have multiple members of chat wanting to interact, and you know, if you still, it's that in between of like, I want to do a just chatting stream, but also I want to have some, like, again, it is a good thing to have to mess around with while you're talking. And as we live in an age of more and more people going, fuck, do I have ADHD? I mean, I've never been diagnosed, but like, if I think about it, maybe I was simulated enough and now I'm not. I don't know. Like, at the very least, now that there is not us getting better at multitasking, but more us desperately needing to have multiple points of fixation in any given moment. Hence,
Yep.
me looking at two separate screens while I also have my big TV to the side and my when you just need more things to do. Power Wash Simulator is a very good buffer to have in the middle of that, where it is just like a good focus of tactile focus.
Yep.
And then
It's
also
what
like,
we call this in game studies unstructured play.
yeah, very I mean, you know, enough structure there to still give you objectives and like a reason for
Yeah.
progression, but everything else totally up to you. And
It comes with the same thing you said at the beginning, where it's like a toy. You want some toy to play with.
exactly.
I myself have a question. I want to bring it back to when you said that your character can jump over your van. Do y'all think you can jump over your car?
No.
Yeah,
I think I could do it.
but if I go
No, that
fast,
is,
if
like,
they
the
drive
one
it fast and I jump fast, I could do it.
I wasn't even talking about like someone driving at you. I meant just like you running and then doing a full hop and then like clearing your car.
No.
But that counts too, I think.
Like, listen, my one obtrusive thought every other day when I'm walking down the street is, all right, one of these motherfuckers definitely is not going to follow that light and is like going to come at me. Could I hop enough that I could just like fetal position midair and just hit their windshield?
Exactly. Yep.
I'm saying full awareness, like you're not caught off guard. Like it could be coming at you, it could be totally like stationary. Like, do you think with enough preparation and momentum you could jump over your own car?
That is asking for a level of long jump that I don't even think a standard Olympic athlete is capable of.
I think Olympians could definitely jump over their own car.
You know what? No, you're right. I will believe it, but
I think I could do
driving
it
fast enough, and it's life or death, and I gotta just do it. I'll just do it and figure it out. You know.
Like, I think if I had like a solid, like, let's say like 3 or 4 yards in front of me and my car was just sitting there, it was sideways, and I just like ran full sprint. I did like enough conditioning so I wouldn't like tire myself out. I think if I just like ran full sprint, did like a full hop, I could make it over my car.
So you're very tall, too.
I am. I'm tall and I have very big leg muscles.
I am not tall and my jump is terrible, but my confidence is off the charts. And that's what I'm kind of relying on in this situation.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's definitely a lot
Also,
of
I have a
factors at
sedan.
play.
It's not. It's pretty.
Yeah,
It's not a big car or
My car
anything.
is tiny. Is the thing too?
Yeah.
It's very small.
You fit into like a little tiny car. You got like a Honda Fit or something. Just like.
It
Well, no,
is.
those would be harder. Like, if you're talking about like an Accord or like a Toyota Camry, I could at least have a bit more confidence there.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
even just a Honda Fit, what's going to fuck you up is the vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Because there's definitely more of a vertical to a Honda Fit. Even though it would be a shorter, like, breath that you would have to clear.
So my car is
I'm imagining Scott's getting in his car. And he's got one of those cars from The Simpsons where you've got to put it in H.
Yeah.
He's just like real cramped in there.
No, it's got
What's
a
your car?
decent
What's
size.
your car?
I have a 2011 Hyundai Sonata.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yep.
it's not huge. Like it's a small car, great mileage, but it's like, I'm not like I'm not turning myself into
No.
a small ball in order to get into it. There's
Which dealership is it from? It's no longer to exist.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I think I could do it. I'm willing to put money on that.
You wouldn't have to go the long way on the Sonata because the Sonata's got a little bit of a long body on it. So you just have to go the sideways. Wait, which way would you take? Wait. Yeah.
I'm thinking
sideways.
I'm thinking sideways.
Yeah.
Going over the what's it called? What's the middle of a car called? There's a word.
The cab?
The cab.
the body?
Yes, the cabin.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Okay.
All right.
Are you long jumping over this? That's the technique, right? You're gonna just like try to arch your back over your car.
I was thinking yeah, something like that, where you really get your legs up higher than your butt is, and you get in the fetal position a little bit.
Yeah. You're not gonna just like Gordon Freeman like crouch jump this.
No.
That's what I do.
I'm gonna get down as low as I can. That way, when I jump, I go higher.
And then you kick your feet up a little bit,
and you can
get
double jump. You get a little bit of air.
Well, I can perfectly imagine that scenario. What we have is the making for a fantastic Power Wash Simulator DLC.
We're already an hour in. Let's real quickly, Solon, I want you to tell me all about that Sea of Thieves.
I can. It actually goes completely the same with Maverick talking about Power Wash Simulator because anytime I get into the Sea of Thieves, it is pretty much for the exact same mindset of like, I want to have some unstructured kind of stuff that I can just, a space I can play around with without too much like things going on. However, Sea of Thieves has had massive updates over the last year, and I hadn't checked in with them for a while. And just kind of naturally over the course of the last like 2-3 weeks, a bunch of our crew with the Chorby crew and stuff were just like, I kind of want to get back in the boat. I kind of want to get back in that big old bathtub that is Rare's Sea of Thieves. And we found out there's a lot of stuff going on there, and it has all of the same game loop that we're used to, but now there's so much in terms of like cosmetics, in terms of other places that you can go. They added a bunch of forts that are just like little like Spanish style castle like keeps, and the whole gimmick there is that there's a bunch of doors that are locked and you have to find the keys hidden around the keep in randomized spots. It's like Chip's challenge. It's just like, oh, find A key to go to A door, then find B key to go to B door, and then during that time ghosts are going to attack you and cool music is going to play, and then if you get to C door, it unlocks a whole treasure trove, and the treasure trove is all ghost treasure, which is dope.
That's pretty good. I like to see ghost treasure.
It's super simple and it's been extremely lucrative. There's a lot on the progression side they extended in big ways.
Nice.
Because now there's just so many cosmetics in the game that you need a massive amount of cash to just buy all of them. And so now the game's just like, yeah, please have as much money as you want. Here's different spots on the world that are now active pretty much all the time. And so You could jump in the sea and not get harassed by anyone directly, because all of this stuff is like, you don't have to put up a big a siren that says, "I'm doing the exciting thing" to your whole server. It's just unstructured. Like, you go to it, you do it, then you'd go turn it in and make like 400,000 gold, all of which goes to the last part of the progression thing, which they've extended the 50 levels of progression for each of the like different markets that you work in: the gold market, the skulls market, the traders market, and the reapers market, which is the new one for aggressive people. They've got these 4 different buckets. They all now reach out to level 100 instead of level 50. And now they have a seasons pass thing where they give you a whole bunch of like really pretty stuff if you pay into it. And this week's, or this I guess it's every like 3 months. This quarter's really pretty stuff is all Sakura Blossom themed. And so
neat.
you can have blossoms coming out of your cannons when you fire your cannon shots. You can have blossom petals all over your boat. And you can have a big capstan, your big anchor that you're pulling is a little koi pond inside of it.
Oh, neat.
It's just like a bunch of things that I'm just like, oh, that's cool. That looks so tight. And so, yeah, there's been so much added to that game that I'm just like, how could I not want to go play what is still one of the most pretty games to just hang out in? Because the sea is gorgeous. And then on top of it, there's all of the things that I was playing with like 2-3 years ago. There's just more of it. There's just more in every direction that makes it so that there's so much more to explore. Last night, we took a crew. A bunch of us went in and figured out how to get 2 boats on the same server. And so our campaign was to stop the fort of, what is it called? The Fort of the Damned, which is a big centralized, like right in the center of the ocean. You have to do a little mini quest to activate it. And then once you activate it, it tells the entire server, hey, they're doing the thing.
Nice.
The way to activate it, you have to get a flame of every color, which you get by dying. So you have to die in every single specific way that the game allows, and then bring each of those colored flames that represent you died from pirates, from poisonous animals, from drowning in the sea, etc., shark bites, lightning strikes is the hard one. You put those all in the center, and then it puts up the big flame, and then you have to start fighting like the big bad boss, the things that are just really hardcore that you really need like 7 different people to manage. It was very fun, very cool, and some pirates still out there definitely want to just get your ass.
I hate when the pirates do that.
It is still not difficult for just 2 pirates to come out and try to ruin a day. Our enemies, in this case last night, they attacked us before we actually finished the objective. So we just kind of, tussled with them for a while, got sunk, all 7 of us, by 2 pirates. There was like more of us. We had most of the server attacking these guys, but they're PvPers, so they just outmaneuvered everyone. And then they left. They didn't get anything from it. And then we took down the fort and turned everything in, and it was just a weird like 90 to 120 minute distraction that was just like, well, that happened. Okay. We watched them log off because it was too late for them at night to like keep keep harassing people and harassing players, and they didn't get anything from it. So we're just like, well, all right, that happened anyway. Back to business. Yeah, no, it was a really weird night, but every night is in the Sea of Thieves. I made a friend with a very strange Xbox handle that I can't repeat on stream.
No.
But they were the nicest people we met that night. They were very cool and helpful. Xbox Live. It's out there.
I'm going semi-transparent. I'm sorry about that.
Do it. You got to be a semi-transparent king. I'm becoming. The podcast is live.
I'm becoming a ghost, much like the ghosts in Sea of Thieves.
Ooh, yeah. They have more enemies now too. They've got mermaids, sea monsters. That it's not just skeletons anymore, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
You're ghosted. You're gonna give ghost treasure now.
I am. Also, BB is yelling right outside my thing.
Aw.
Can't hear it.
Are we good with CO Thieves?
I think so. I think that's most of the main updates that have been going on. There's a bunch of story quests they're adding too, which I'm planning to get to next because they sound fun.
Alrighty. I want to take a quick break, and then we're gonna move on to the news.
Hey.
Awesome.
Let's go on over to break. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Video Game Choo Choo podcast, and we're ready for news. I decided to get out of the hell dimension because it was
more blah, blah, blah.
It was the thing is that I was running too much graphics and I was becoming very low frame rate. So I'm
starting to realize also that I'm at a place where I'm running like 5 different videos at any time on my setup, and
for some reason
I can do that.
It works
amazing.
really well. I don't really understand because for me, I'm just like I'm getting annihilated. I'm getting absolutely destroyed by graphics. Like the benchmark is just not hitting right. Let's
when the benchmark don't hit.
I hate it when the benchmark don't hit. Let's go to news.
The news.
News that you can use. Very big. Very much gonna get this out of the way first. The thing we're doing every single time we do one of these podcasts, and it will never end until it is finally over. We're gonna, of course, talk about the bastards Activision Blizzard. We mentioned on an earlier podcast that Activision Blizzard was preparing to settle with the EEOC for $18 million, which the union was not particularly happy about. But it looks like a judge is finally prepared to approve that amount, just to have that suit settled, which, not exactly the outcome we want, but it is happening at the very least, so that's something. But turns out they're not out of the weeds yet, because Activision Blizzard is in fact facing yet another brand new lawsuit with new allegations of sexual harassment and discrimination.
I can't believe it.
It keeps happening for some reason. We don't know why. We do know why.
We fucking know why.
We know why.
So wait, if I'm understanding this means that if you get sued enough, the courts will eventually be like, if you've been sued so much, just settle this out of court so that we can get to the other lawsuits that are piled up. Is that what's happening here? Or is there
the way that like a settlement works is the fact that there is the initial filing of the lawsuit, the gathering of like the procedures to go through with everything, but as far as I can tell, you always have the opportunity to settle out of court, being able to say, like, what is the amount of like reparation that you would want to be able to just not take this to court and not have like an official judgment or ruling on this.
Yeah.
And that is, you hear it in multiple cases or lawsuits as well, where either it'll go through the full trial, or more often than not, you do just settle things out of court and someone gets paid an amount. No charges are continued.
Right. And most things don't go to trial. Like, most things are settled out of court at this point.
Yep.
But yeah, this lawsuit was filed by an anonymous employee that is still currently with Activision Blizzard. They joined in 2017, and she claimed she was regularly pressured to drink alcohol and participate in, quote, lewd games, which is what the article we're quoting from said, from Video Games Chronicle. Her direct supervisors would use these opportunities to make sexual advances towards her, which were brushed off by HR and anyone else around as just like leadership trying to be nice and friendly towards her. Not great. Other women employees were regularly subjected to sexual comments and groping by male employees during quote cube crawls. Have you heard of these?
What?
This was something I remember hearing from other Activision Blizzard stuff in the past, where just like employees would just crawl around the cubicles. They would get drunk and crawl around so they could like little animals.
The little golem creatures.
Not good. It's not a good thing you should be doing. Like they're yeah.
Why would you be so at work that you need to do bar crawls while you're at work? Because that's the language they're using, right? When they say cube crawls, is like
well,
they
no,
would,
no,
drink
it's
at one cubicle
no,
and then go
it
to
is
another cubicle.
no, it is literally people get down on the ground and they start crawling around people's cubicles so they can like grope women and stuff. You know, that was the thing happening in Activision Blizzard, and I'm trying to remember it was another really major one. I think I'm just thinking about Activision Blizzard again. But I swear it was happening with another one of these major companies. But it's just like, that's just popular behavior between really sexist game devs. Oh yeah, I'm definitely thinking of Activision Blizzard because I remember that specifically quoted as something that was happening with Blizzard employees. The anonymous employee complained multiple times about the situation, and they attempted to try and get a position with a different department. And eventually, she was offered a position, a like lower status position with a pay cut after she spoke to President J. Allen Brack, who, if you remember, stepped down from Blizzard last August, following the suit from the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing, which accused the company of failing to handle sexual harassment and discrimination against its women employees.
Yep.
One last thing, she at one point filed in November 2021. She filed an application for a position as an executive assistant, which was rejected after she had spoken out about her experiences at the company during a press conference. So just like really great way to treat an employee, just top to bottom. You know, these guys are just the dirt worst. Really, not a surprise that they're hemorrhaging employees. They can't find people to work on Overwatch 2. It's a real mess. Let's move on. Dragalia Lost, much to my dismay, personally, is ending.
I'm sorry, Scott, for your loss. Are you? It's all good.
Cheers.
I haven't even played it in a really long time. It hasn't been my gacha game of choice for a while. But it looks like they will. They're planning on releasing the final story chapter, on this July of this year, and then the service itself is going to come to a complete close.
Wow.
which is a bummer because like the story in that game is like not really that bad. like it tries to take some really bold swings and really like punch above its weight. It's not like the greatest gacha game story out there, but it is like, you know, it's trying to really it does a really good job of maintaining your interest in like the set of characters that it makes and like the different struggles they're going through. It's mostly about the main character who is a good prince who's bad at nothing and is great at everything. But it does try to like give him real pathos and try to really throw some bold swings in his direction twist wise. So it's like, I respect what they've done with it. It's a real bummer that this game is ending because I think for the most part, it was like considered a very good gacha game. Like it is a game that really figured out how do we make an action game feel good on a phone. And I've seen a lot of people say like, hey, they should just like put this game out on Switch, or you should like have the option to play it on controller. And it's like, that kind of defeats the purpose because like the thing that's interesting about Dragalia is that it works so well on a touchscreen interface. Like it's got dodges, it's got attacks, it's got skills, and all of that is just like, you know, you can play it with one hand on your phone and it works really well. And like it's a bummer because it was a really neat experiment from Nintendo and Cygames, who are gonna continue to have their cash cow in gray and blue. Like let's be real. But like
this was their Nintendo Link. They had their
Mm-hmm.
tie-in at the big end.
Mm-hmm. They had like weird Legend of Zelda references in it. They did so many weird crossovers. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that game had a fucking Monster Hunter crossover. That was strange. You can get like Monster Hunter armor on your characters. It's neat. It was the game that one defined our former world champion Cleo. Uh,
Right. She's taken a lot of L's this last month.
unfortunately, first she loses her title, then she loses her job. Like what a fucking mess that is.
Oh no.
Hopefully she bounces back.
The shine of the C trigger has been lost.
No, and also this is the game that like really that managed to piss off a lot of people by putting just like a very contemporary e-girl as one of their characters in in like a medieval fantasy setting. Like her weapon is a cell phone that she uses to take pictures. She's great. I love her. She's hilarious. Her name is Nadine. She's one of the best characters that they put in this game. And it's like they unfortunately are not going to have Nadine isn't going to have a home anymore, and that's a bummer. Like they took so many bold, cool swings and they made like a whole bunch of interesting characters, and it's just they really should like put that content out in some kind of form that isn't a gacha game that people could just play. I do think there would be something lost in that it is a multiplayer. Like there are parts of that game that really, really depend on it being a multiplayer game. Like it is a game that put like very MMO style raid bosses in, and they feel fun. Like they feel fun to play, like in just a gacha game scenario. And there would be something lost about it if it was just an offline only, like, here's all the content we had. But at the same time, like, it would be better than nothing.
I think it's interesting watching you and when you're talking from the rest of a larger Dragalia community, talking about how to preserve this game with the admission that there's no way that we'll be able to preserve all of it. So what sacrifices are we willing to make to capture what specific parts of the game that we consider valuable?
Well, the other thing is like there are modes in it that are very multiplayer dependent. Like it is a game that just straight up has like a battle royale mode in it. Like it has like it's a game that has like a big roguelike in it. Like it has a bunch of very weird different experimental modes. And you just can't capture all of that just by like having a standalone client. They have tried similar stuff in the past where they have taken older events and they've like retooled them so they can put them in an archive so you can play them like on their own. And you can totally play through them totally fine single player, but you do lose the like the coolness of getting into a 4-player lobby, seeing all of their characters in like a big raid scenario and just absolutely plowing through something. And you know, that's a bummer. I mean, you can get it from other games, obviously, but
it's important considerations when we're talking about historically archiving online games, mobile games, and touch interface or strange interface games, alternative interface games. All of those are happening in this one game.
I think the other thing too is that Genshin totally ate its lunch. Like,
yeah.
Like there are a bunch of gacha games that are just RPGs. And they're totally fine. They're standalone. They don't really have any competition. Dragalia is an action game. Like, it's an RPG, but it is an action RPG. And Genshin kind of just, like, say what you will about the way that game controls on phones. I think it's dog shit. But, like, you look at those two games side by side. If you're just an ordinary person, you're like, Genshin just looks cooler. Like, it looks way better. Like, it is a marvel that they're able to put this thing on phones as it is. So it's like, if you're a random person who's just like looking for a free game and you see these two things and you see Genshin, you're like, I'm not even touching Dragalia Lost. What the hell is this? This looks like trash. I don't know. It's a bummer. I think Dragalia is cool. I think it had a lot of problems, especially with regards to like power creep or whatever, but that's not a problem anymore because it has a way more existential problem in that. It's over.
We can't talk about the power creep anymore. It's the end of the world.
It is, yeah. let's move on. Sony's Game Pass equivalent Spartacus. Some more information has come out about that. The biggest news is that the big difference between it and Game Pass is that a lot of big PlayStation titles will not be available day one on Spartacus, which is yeah, the thing that was really the thing we'd heard that was really like a boon for Spartacus was like it will have some sort of backwards compatibility. And that was on like a tiered system that will like, offer people the ability to play a lot of these older games, possibly through like game streaming, which that's a whole other can of worms. But like, that was at least going to be the thing that they were like holding their hat on. And if it was a Game Pass like service, it would probably come with the benefits of Game Pass of like Game Pass is good because like a new game comes out and you're like, "Oh, I want to play this game." Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's like so low investment for me to just get there and go play.
I can just go play Norco right now.
Yeah. And you just don't
It just came out.
It seems like third-party titles will probably be able to do that on Spartacus. But big PlayStation exclusive ones are the ones that are really a problem.
What? No, wait, what are they doing? Why? How are they so bad at this? Hey, I've got a question, existential question. This is just kind of broadening out from how dumb this sounds. How does Sony exist? How are they the third
Too much
worst
money
in this
Very
console
carefully.
like generation where they're the worst in every single regard? Their first party stuff is the least accessible and not as good. Like they just put out the Horizon game, just whatever, who cares? They don't even have Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Origins is just on Xbox now, so you can just go play that. You don't got your online stuff is the worst. Your indie stuff is the worst because the Switch ate your whole fucking lunch on that one.
Yeah.
Your services on your thing are just the worst. If they work at all, they're not any good. How do they exist?
Listen, I'll tell you, as I smack the roof of my PS4 Pro right now, because it is my, you know what it is? It is my JRPG machine.
Yeah.
It is just my little JRPG machine. But Maverick, you can get all of those on Steam. Yes. Guess who doesn't have the money to upgrade my PC right now to properly make it like sustainable for all those things?
Yep.
Guess what I at least was able to inherit from a friend once they got their PS5, and also can just casually go and pick up all the dumb bullshit that I want off the PSN store. I feel like, over the year, like, you can definitely see the shift in the way that Sony has handled its stuff, especially as when Nintendo is slowly, like, just maneuvering in a different direction from a lot of this, like, Western-centric, like, console wars, and just becoming a company that sucks for a lot of other reasons, but is at least able to go, the Wii made us money, the Switch makes us money, we're good. Sony and Microsoft, one is like subsistent on the fact that it is just part of a greater just entertainment media everything company and is able to survive off of that.
Yeah.
The other is still focused in technology and, the fact that a solid percentage of people will still have some sort of Microsoft product on them. If it's not their phone, it's their computer. If it's not their computer, it's going to be something else. And that means they can lean just a little bit more into that as well, in the way that there is like more integration, I'd say.
The PS4 also like won the console war at that point. Like it became the leading console for like that entire generation. Like there were people who bought Xbox Ones and they liked them totally fine. And as far as I understand, it's a totally good, competent system, like equitable to the PS4, but also like PS4 had like way better exclusives. It had like Xbox One was still tied with the stigma of like this is going to be the thing that has like the weird DRM on it, even though like they gutted that entirely. Like the press was just totally in the PS4's favor, and it became the huge seller.
All they had to do was that one video of like, here's how you share games on PS4. I pass you the copy of the video game disc. And everyone was like, that's it. It's done.
Like
But
that one video did so much legwork for them. Like you have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
and then now it's the fact that like I can at least name more people with an Xbox Series X or access to Game Pass than I can have access to a PS5, including myself who got one of those emails, but I actually had to sit there and think, fuck, do I even want one right now? Do I
Right.
have the excuse or the reason to want one right now? When I eventually got my PS4, there was all the reason in the world to get one of those. I actively traded in my Wii U to get a PS4. And I've at least gone through multiple iterations through means and good luck and goodwill, but also, it's the fact that Sony still has to still present stuff both in a PS4 and PS5 copy that I'm not worried for a while in terms of getting access to things that I would want this to be on. That if it's not on Game Pass or, I would have to purchase on Steam, at least seeing like what's the other way that I can do it. And eventually like it'll hit that wall, or maybe, once they are more accessible, I can look into a PS5. But then it's the fact that I couldn't tell you the last PS Plus game that I got that I've like actively
Yeah.
like put stake into. Probably Bloodborne when I lucked out like around the time of getting that for free.
Ugh. Yeah. I don't think PS Plus has done anything in a long time.
You can
So
get Team Sonic Racing.
so
You can
speaking
get
of that,
Crush Runner.
not to cut you off, but speaking of that, like so just some more info on what Spartacus is going to be. It will apparently debut with a quote splashy lineup of hit games, which they've done this a couple times in the past. Like if you buy a PS5, like it'll just give you a whole bunch. Like if you buy a PS5 and you have PS Plus, it's just like here's like a whole bunch of games that you can just download right now, and it's like all of their like major ones. It's like Days Gone is on there, like Fallout 4 is on there for some reason. Like it's just it's just a shitload of like big older games. So it's like so when they say something like there's going to be a bunch of really big games on there, it really doesn't impress me at all. Like it doesn't
No.
surprise me. Like yeah, I get it. You're going to put Last of Us on there or something. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, everyone's favorite.
It's gonna apparently combine both PS Now and PS Plus, and it's gonna have like multiple tiers, which is something we reported on in the past. The most expensive tier will apparently give access to demos and the ability to stream games, which I don't know what that means. I don't know what exactly
Wow.
stream games means, because we can already stream, us personally, and PS Now is a game streaming service. Maybe I just gotta click on the article, but it's a Bloomberg,
I don't
so
know.
I don't want to deal with that.
Nope.
Some of those feel like, again, like just the subtle waves of people who are in charge of making big decisions not really understanding the way that their user base works. And like as someone that already pays for PS Plus just for not only the again like monthly chance to get something that I'd maybe want and would want to pick up, but then also like that's how I access online if I ever want to use online. That's how I access just a lot of the like features that are actually like capable to me. If you're gonna, I just need to know, like, do I have to pay more to do the basic things, or are you gonna leave me untouched?
I think like the basic PS Plus service is gonna stay the same, but it's like the extra stuff is gonna be on higher tiers.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. Again, it's the
It's very
nuisance of,
silly.
yeah.
It's so
I'm just thinking like
bad.
every single streaming service or subscription based service that is just like, here's tier one, now here's tier two. By the way, make sure that if you are subscribing to Video Game Choo Choo on Twitch, that you subscribe to Tier 3 for the fantastic exclusive Tier 3 emote.
That's true. I think that's under funny.
That's right. You can get the Underfunny emote at Tier 3.
I love it.
That's right.
You can also subscribe at patreon.com/VGCC for our
I'm trying to
Express Pass.
recall if I was ever skeptical about the Xbox Game Pass back when it was coming out.
I think a lot of people
there was
were.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe there's something where Spartacus can catch up after being behind on this game for like the last 5 years, but I don't see them catching up to where Xbox Game Pass is right now,
Oh
where
no,
there's
absolutely
just
not.
platform defining games that you can play on there that you can't play on any of the other platforms. You can't play, Forza and Minecraft and uh, Sea of Thieves and just tons of these very diverse, different kinds of games that I just don't see PlayStation having any of those,
I was
even having access
look,
to those.
like just recently, I was thinking about getting the Nonary games because they were on sale.
Yep.
Guess what? Just showed up on Game Pass. Money that I no longer have to think about paying because I can instead go and try those out
Uh-huh.
until they eventually get rotated out. But honestly, that as well, like the rotations are long enough that if I'm actually being more like if I scrutinize over all the games that I play and I'm actually like keeping an active completion list, I can get through a decent chunk before I have to like lose anything else.
Mhm.
And so there is definitely that just the fact that there's been so much push for Game Pass nowadays that it is just such a simple bundle. And eventually you do have people that go from Game Pass to wanting to own the game on their own like setup or to buy it through Steam or through other means. So you still get a return in that capacity. I mean, God, again, to bring over the fucking third party in the room, Nintendo still is having the worst look in the world actually trying to get its fucking library on an online cloud service, even though
Right.
it has access to all of it. They don't even gotta talk to anybody. They just gotta do it. And they choose not to.
Yeah.
So like it can definitely Spartacus can be the mid of what we have between the Nintendo based cloud service and Game Pass at the moment.
All
And
right.
we
Yeah, as
can
someone who
ride that
aspires
out.
to be mid, I see the opinion.
I mean, here's if it at least starts mid, then there's at least potential to grow. But if it somehow ends up worse, then I have to wait 5 years to maybe even consider seeing Earthbound on like my Nintendo Plus account or whatever the fuck it's called, even though I had it already on my Wii U Virtual Console, which guess what? I got to make sure that whatever eShop is open still, I can go and download what I need to before those eShops go. Otherwise, I would have to search alternative measures to go and secure 3DS and Wii U games. Like, there is at least less want to go Sea of Thieves mode with Sony property
Mhm.
than
You
there
gotta,
is
Yep.
the competition. And again, with Xbox, it's as easy as saying, "Hey, instead of doing that, just give us $10. Look at what you get."
yeah, they've really figured out that like the way that you beat piracy is just by making it more convenient, and that's like it works. It works so well for them. Like, it's
Yeah.
really a surprise how good of a deal Game Pass is, even though it's like kind of predatory towards developers. Like, it's not like a perfect net good in the world,
Oh
like
yeah.
it could be.
Mhm.
But at least from a consumer standpoint, it's extremely accessible.
At a point where it is just easier to pick and choose stuff for a select period of time. Well, there is less owning, there is more renting, but in a
Right.
way that is at least more open about that. And Xbox isn't a landlord. It's just showing you what it's got. It's got to put some stuff away, understandably, in the vault that is, oh, we got to have you pay regular price for that again. But you know, it's not gone forever. You just got to go buy it.
Are we ready for some quick hits?
Quick hit 'em.
Absolutely.
Extremely quick hits. Uh, our first up on the docket. Well, I'm getting video up. Our first up on the docket. Uh, uh, it didn't play. Bloodborne cart's real. It's real.
Yes.
It exists. Well, so it is. This is something Rose is very excited about personally. So have y'all played the Bloodborne demake?
Not had the chance to.
It
but I've
is
seen the video of it. Yeah,
it is magical in how in, I don't even really know the proper way to really explain how fucked up this thing is like
I've seen streams of it where like half the time people go, "Oh fuck, I have to use the shoulder buttons for the
yeah
camera."
like
Hmm.
like they really it's demonic in a way, I think, is the best way to put it. Like there was some kind of satanic presence that was invoked in order to construct what this game is, and they just really perfectly made something that is just so darkly evil. Like you're right. Like you watch streamers and they realize like, oh, I need to use the shoulder buttons, but it's like it's not just that. Like I think it's even worse when you actually have it in your hands, you know? When you have it in your hands and you can like really realize like how much weird stuff they put into this game. Like it's really really neat the amount of like just I don't know, the amount of like care and design that went into making a new PS1 game, you know? And
Yeah.
they really seem to understand the things about like old PS1 games that really worked. Like having like rotating 3D models for an inventory. That's great. That's perfect.
Yes.
I like that when you change, when you like switch forms on the weapon, it like does it in the menu. Like you have to go like the cool thing about Bloodborne is with just a button press, you can switch your weapon to a different kind of weapon like mid combo, and it's great. It rocks. It feels amazing. In this, you have to push start, go to the weapon in your inventory, and then hit a button to change it to the other weapon. And it's so fucking funny. Because it's like, yeah, that is how they would do that on the PS1, huh? It's really neat. So yeah, the makers of that are they've announced it before. They announced it as an April Fool's thing. Was that they were gonna do Bloodborne Kart, and it was gonna be a part of Bloodborne Remake, but I guess no one actually ever like found it or anything. They didn't include it, and they decided at some point to just spin it off into its own game. Which
yeah,
great, like honestly great. That is what it's what everyone wants. It's great that it's happening from these people who I think could really really make a fun like karting game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna look exactly like the screenshots that we saw in Rose's article all those years ago, but it looks good. I'm very excited to see Bloodborne Kart real and in action.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be probably akin to like a Crash team racing nitro. Like you have the blueprint there. It's just going to be fun. Like, or they just go full Twisted Metal on it somehow.
uh, moving on. Y'all see these Shaggy controllers?
Yes, I retweeted
Yeah.
for it.
Dang, this guy retweeted for that. That's how. There they are.
Listen, I see quality.
I know. When I see something and I like it, I go ooga ooga. I want to hold those
retweet
fuzzy
and
controllers in my hand.
I post Xbox #Xbox Sonic 2 sweepstakes.
Where? Oh, because you really want these, I see.
Yeah.
You know what? I would like them as well. Is it like, okay, I don't want to own them. I do want to hold them.
It
Like-
comes with an Xbox Series X too. Like,
Whoa! Wow, that's too kind of them.
They should just put the controllers. I don't even really know if I want an Xbox. Like, I just want these messed up fucking controllers.
Wait, is the Xbox Series X also covered in a shaggy fur that these controllers are covered in?
I think it just has a fun little Sonic graphic.
They fucked up.
Well, okay.
They fucked up. They got to make it furry.
They only
Just a
have so
big
much
furry
to go.
cube.
They've got to make it like covered in red and blue fur on both
A
sides.
Muppet ass monolith. A Jim Henson esque like 2001 monolith.
They could do only so much with their copy of the Game Pass machine. So, in truth, that's why like that just means even less space I have to put into my fucking computer because apparently games download weird on PC Game Pass and take maybe a little bit more memory than they should.
That is strange.
Huh.
I know there is like a very specific kind of DRM to owning things on Xbox PC / Windows. Like like it is so difficult to just like pull a save file from one of them and then like move it to Steam, you know? Like it's very it is an entire process. But it is like having it on Game Pass where they are incentivized to encrypt that nearly as much as possible. Like let's say you play a game on Game Pass and you eventually want to play it again. You want to own it and you maybe want to play DLC which isn't available on Game Pass. You may want to buy it on another storefront. But then you wouldn't be able to retain your save file. So you're kind of just incentivized, maybe I should just buy it into Xbox app. And that's their way of like trying to retain people for doing that. I know that's the situation I've been put in trying to like really consider how I want to play the Outer Worlds DLC, which I do want to play.
Right.
And I want to like get my character back. But I have considered just like getting the game again and playing through it again, but who knows. Yeah.
No, for sure. Again, the way I see it, it's like I got 500 gigs in this fucking thing. Somehow I'm sub 100. I'm just thinking, where did it go?
Where did it all go? Yeah.
Where did all the gigs go? Because I've uninstalled the games that I know for a fact I just haven't gotten to, or I'm good if I want to play them again.
Moving out west, going for the big gold rush. That is where the megabytes go.
I'm sitting here and I think I need to upgrade my little cube, and I need to upgrade that with which I type into my cube.
Moving on, there's a real trend to these quick hits in that like it's just us saying a thing exists and that it's real. And in this case, it is Testament is real. Testament, the Guilty Gear character, who is interesting in their design, and now they have sort of come back in a very interesting way. Let me pull up the video. But they have pretty much confirmed that this character is now completely non-binary. Like they use they them pronouns to refer to them. The English voice actress is a trans woman. Amazing. Just like the way they have handled this character who has been like historically presented as like very male but like feminine presenting, and now they're like full on non-binary. He's like they really did a good job with this. Like this kicks ass. It's just cool to see this kind of representation. You know,
it really is. It's very, very like Testament looks awesome.
Oh yeah,
it just looks sick though.
But yeah, that's cool, and it's real, and it exists now. I believe they're out now. Is that right? People getting their hands on them.
It's all part of the season pass. The first, like, there's a group of them, right? There's a group of Guilty Gear characters that are out with this expansion.
Yeah, this is part of the season pass. I think it should say it in the end of this video.
My thing.
Playable.
There we go.
Okay,
all right.
So playable
cool.
March 28th.
2 days from now.
2 days from now.
DLC is available on the 34th. On the 31st.
Thank you, Guilty Gear Strive Testament trailer. There's all of them.
Yep.
That's for our Guilty Gear heads out there.
Season Pass 2 is coming out in a Testament's destruction move. It does show I believe Dizzy in some capacity. So if that's not Dizzy, then hey, shame on me. I'm just a biking respecter.
We all are to some degree. Speaking of feeling dizzy, I'm feeling pretty dizzy from all of these podcast questions. Only a couple. If you're still watching us on stream and you want to send us a question, you can go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, or just post it in the chat if you want. Just come hang out. We're here. We're reading. We're listening. We hear you. We see you. Our first question.
Luckily, this bottom one is one we answered last week. So.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna delete it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Saving you a little step here.
So we have one question.
Yeah. Clean and easy.
Just trying to understand it. I get it now. I just needed to take a second. This one comes from Cello Buster, our friend Cello Buster. Cello Buster asks, "What has it got in its nasty little pockets?"
What has it got? What has it got?
I'm assuming this is
nasty little pockets.
I'm assuming this is a reference to the hit upcoming game that we are all looking forward to. #Golem game.
Yes.
And
everyone wants to be a little nasty little guy with his pockets.
I want to be such a tiny little dude who's rolling around on all fours. I want to like go up to
Golem game on.
I want to go up to someone and be like, "Use are nasties, and I hates you." And then I do a big swipe at them, and then they kill me in one hit because I'm a tiny little guy.
Wait, are you imagining this to be like a Hitman-esque game, like a stealth game? Where
it is like a stealth game, isn't it? Like, haven't you watched gameplay?
I guess it is like Batman in that respect, where it's like this stealthy little action game where you have to use your golem eyes to.
He has access to detective mode.
Yeah, he's got golem detective.
He's got detective vision, but it's just for his precious.
It just shows one little like mode. Rock on the ground.
Click R3 for Golem's Hitman mode, and Golem will find the precious.
You said it's like Batman, and I just had the visual image of Golem just like in a circle surrounded by guys, and he's just attacking them one by one.
It's the Golem.
He's doing full combos.
Oh my god!
I mean, isn't that what it's gonna be?
I don't know. Wait. Who knows what #Golem game is? Aside from Perfect, and already a game of the year.
Oh, there's no Golem mod for Arkham Asylum.
Not yet.
Not yet. Because I am just imagining just like Goblin mode, just fully Goblin stance, but then just like thwacking around. Oh. God.
Because I figure it would be like Batman-esque combos where you're like, you're grappling onto people and like these big like overhand slaps after and then you like kick them off and you do a spiral through the air onto the next person and you like, down air at them and it grabs onto them and does the same thing.
You're doing fucking super kicks as like your finisher.
Yeah.
Golem doing a full German suplex.
Yeah. Send Golem.
Oh fuck! I want to be such a little guy.
Oh,
he could jump over a car.
When we stream Golem, he could jump over. He automatically has a long jump.
Smeagol jumps over the car. gets my precious.
I when we eventually play this for Video Game Choo Choo, I am just gonna request that we have the Action Bronson hook song playing right under.
Yeah, because it's the same guy.
I mean, if you think about it,
Golem mod with his. I have to hold on. I have to look up Golem game Golem. We have to have a picture of him on screen.
Hook with the chips. That's basically his precious. If you think about it.
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at the image. Hold on. Let's go.
God.
There he is. This file is golem.large.jpg. And yeah, he's large. Look at them eyes.
Oh, that's not Golem. That's Mac and me.
I'm just imagining him, this Golem, in like a full like hoodie and coming out to action, Bronson. Dude,
No, I'm sorry.
he's on all fours. He's just skittering around.
No, I'm sorry. This is the Darby Allin game.
No.
Because he would also just be throwing himself at people as offense.
Mm-hmm.
Smeagol Swanson's skateboard. Oh man.
Smeagol wants to seek the stinger.
We haven't even really answered the question is what's in the pockets.
Melted chocolate.
I have
Yeah.
hold on, I'm trying to pull it up on the camera. I got nothing.
Alright. Fuck. Let's see.
Hold on a second. I have to do something really important.
I got my wallet.
Oh,
My
I know
wallet
what
that I bought in Seattle
the Seattleite wallet.
for more money than I'd like, but also it's pretty hefty, so I like it. In there I got my round 1 card, which at some point I gotta use.
I'm gonna do identity fraud on your round 1 card and take all your round 1 points, so I could play Love Trial on all of the arcade cabinets.
Exactly. I got my, if I can get it out of here, my laundry card, because the laundromat by me actually has a card system, and I can just load this up and put it on the machine. And
Pro moves.
Gollum, you're moving all over the place.
Are you golemed?
I'm trying to put Gollum under us, but it didn't quite work in that capacity, so let's just put it here.
You, of all people, putting Gollum under you? I don't believe it. I got a tenner. Good old $10.
American 10.
Yep,
In my
not a
pocket,
loon.
I had my phone, which had preloaded on it the OST for Sonic Adventure 2's Death Chamber song, because I had to explain to my roommate when Sonic swore at Knuckles and said, "You damn right."
Nice. Got my keys. With a nice little key fob of
There's a lad.
God, is it Nishiki? I forget. The Libero from Haikyuu. I need to look that up again because I feel bad for forgetting his name.
What do I got? Let me see. I got one more thing in my pockets.
This stream setup is really good, real quick, because it looks like both of our eyes are Gollum. Both of these two up here, me and Mav, are Gollum's big eyes, and then you're his tiny mouth, Solon.
I'm his little mouth.
There's his little mouth.
Speaking of, you ready to go fourth meal? Because I do have a full ass
What the
Doritos
hell?
Locos taco
Solon!
in my pocket.
What the hell? What are you doing?
Hell yeah.
Fourth meal, baby. You got kazoo?
I got a kazoo, bitch.
Why did you pull a taco out of your pocket?
Because that's why I had my little pockets is. Cello bust your ass.
We have to end this podcast.
No, we don't. What else do I got over here? I got my gunner glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I got my sweet gunner glasses.
Keep those things on you, man.
So I don't get like the blue light on me.
Got
I got my
to
beard
go with
comb.
this.
Solon, I'm still freaking out that you pulled a fucking taco out of your pocket.
What's so weird about it?
I was hungry.
I've never put a taco in a pocket before and pulled it out and then started eating it.
What do you put in your taco pocket, Scott?
My self-worth!
This dude, chat. This dude doesn't even have a taco pocket. What else do I have? Oh, got a peepee.
Ooh, that's a little peepee.
Yeah, a little peepee. He committed
so
tax
cute.
fraud.
Yeah, that's peepee.
Yep. I got my hot sauce.
That's gonna do it for the Video Game Choo podcast.
Oh yeah.
If you want
AirPods.
If you like what this is, you can always go to videogamechoo.com. Our Twitter is at VGCC. Our Tumblr is videogamechuchu.tumblr.com. You can add an /ask in order to ask us what's in our little's pockets, which is apparently tacos because we're monsters. You can go to facebook.com/videogamechuchu, youtube.com/videogamechuchu, and you are right here on twitch.tv/VGChuchu, and you can always subscribe and follow us and get some cool emotes that you can use wherever you want. If you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com/VGCC, and $3 a month will get you all of our special content a week early. And you can always go to thegamezone.zone to hang out with us on Discord. Our music is Crush off the album Magic is Real by Melt Channel, and you can check out Melt Channel and their other acts, Magic Circuit, at meltchannel.bandcamp.com, magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. I know what we have coming up. Do you both have something coming up?
I got my mason jar.
Content-wise.
No, he's taking a big fucking sip right now. Let him do his content.
No, I mean, again, I think we all have the similar boat of content that's coming up. So
that's right. I just want to say, we're done. We finished it. Game of the Year is coming. I believe it is starting on Monday, which is the 28th. That is going to be our Game of the Year day one. We're going to space it out a little more than we usually do, but it's going to be it's going to be a full Game of the Year week where we explore all of the games that we loved throughout the year. Very exciting. We've been working on this for way too long. Definitely a project that has been it's been held off for a lot of reasons. Like I had a big old health emergency. That wasn't great. Deliberations also took a lot longer than we normally did, so apologize for how long it's taken. We usually get it out way more punctually, and next year we're gonna try and get it out way sooner. But Game of the Year almost here, very close. Monday, we're starting it. So excited. Where can we find you?
Well, that taco was still warm too because I kept it in the pocket that was close to my body. So I'm glad for that.
Your naturally warm body.
This sandalwood and myrrh candle.
Ooh, found that in your pocket. That's good. I'm glad your pockets have so much in them. This nice little rotating pocket dimension you got here.
I got a little
what else?
art pin that says "Hell
Aww.
yeah."
Hell yeah!
I also had another one that said "Nah," and that was in black. But
so
I
you
can't
could,
find it anymore.
Only positive vibes. You have literally no access to negative vibes. Hey, you can find me at Chorby SP. You can find Mav at Spelling Mavia.
Hey, let Mav say his stuff.
You do yours.
Once again, that's at Mavsplaining. That's at MAVSPLANIA. Follow me. Or else.
Hey!
Whoa!
Put that down.
Did you pull a knife on the podcast? Just because we're live on a video podcast.
It's a box cutter, technically. Not really a knife.
It is, yeah. No, I had to cut up some boxes recently, so.
You can follow me, Scott Blah, on Twitter. That's SCOTTBLAH. You can see all the stuff that I do there. I'm planning a big new project.
Why is a box cutter not a knife?
Well, it's a difference.
It's a different purpose, yeah.
Yeah, it's technically for cutting boxes. Really more like opening boxes. You can use it to cut up boxes, obviously. It has the durability for that. But I would concentrate it more as like a utility than a knife. But I guess you could call it a knife if you want.
Most knives are utility, though. Like,
no, because they do different things.
Yeah, that's what makes them utility.
No. Like, you wouldn't call like a kitchen knife for utilities. It is a utensil. But
what?
Like, this definitely has a sharp blade to it, but it's like angled in a way that I can only really do so much with it.
Yeah.
Different also from, say, an X-Acto knife, which has its own purpose. Like, yes, it is still constituting as a blade, and as we all know, unlimited blade works, but it's different from, like, you wouldn't use a sword to cut up a box.
No, but I'm just wondering what the box cutter did to get kicked out of the knife family.
No, it's just in its own separate categorization. Think squares and rectangles.
No, I do, but it's still in the knife. It's still a knife.
You know, just because
An X-Acto knife is still a knife.
Just because you got one over on Scott for your taco pocket doesn't mean you can get out of here shirking your way out of, our box cutters knives.
Box cutters
No, you
are,
know
in
what? We're
fact,
gonna
a type
settle
of
this.
knife, often called utility knives or Stanley knives. Knives are designed to cut and pierce things, and box cutters definitely fall into this category. That is from the article "Are Box Cutters Legal-SelectSafety.net." So I don't know if that
No,
website's going to give you viruses.
We're gonna leave this up to the people.
Oh yeah, that's a
If
good
you
idea. That's a good idea. Uh-oh. Maverick!
Maverick, no.
Hey!
Oh well.
I'm and I get silenced every single time I try and speak out for the truth. I know. Listen.
Thank you for joining us for the Video Game Choo podcast. Good night, bye, bang, and goodbye.
Choo choo.